another in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
No. Me. You go tight. Super. You got that.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line. Right here. 180. Go.
On 1st down. Dobbins, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Rams' 49-yard line. Mike, blue 18, one.
Throwing is Mariota. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Go. Switch.
It's Coleman here. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A run with Gurley there on 1st down. Going to get about 4 yards. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Cut! 180! 54 Mike.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
180!
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now you won! Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was going right back to Cooper Kupp. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down now, Dobbins. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Let's go, team.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota able to haul it in as Kittle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Drop deep, drop deep. Shit.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run with.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mariota. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the red zone now, Mariota. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Mariota buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You're going to see me in your nightmares, son. You're going to see me in your nightmares.
Now gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're heading towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second and 5 now. Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go play action. Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Sheldon Richardson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's 2nd down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Mariota. And an alley to run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Hold on.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got. Watch twitch.
Value 1.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Tyler Newsome now. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll fake the handoff. Now gone. He gets it to Cooks. And out across midfield down to the 45. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Goff now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Squeeze, double.
Throwing again is Goff. To the left side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Brings up 3rd down and 20.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air again. Goff. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Mariota, catch is made by Hurd. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Mariota. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mariota. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he's brought down after a very nice game. 33 yards that time.
It's your first drive of the 2nd half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as they have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Ric Flair. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. 3 balls.
From the 31, Goff. They'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, it's gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Gurley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey, watch that.
Throwing on third. Gone. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nickell Roby-Coleman.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mariota from the gun on third down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. It's caught inside the 25. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone, I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
A first down throw for Mariota. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
It's second down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing is Mariota. This one into the hands of Hurd. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Ready? You ready? So don't say nothing. Check 24. Check 24.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Coming to you. Coming to you. One.
Mike, Charlie. Right here. 58, come on. 58, come on.
Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And now the Rams have got it. Go. The other way.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now Gurley. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Goff now to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Goff. Going up top for Kupp. And got his man complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And that is incomplete.
Goff's pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a give right side. Dobbins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Mariota now. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. And this is caught at the 8. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jalen Hurd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a 1st. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. To throw is Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Black. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mariota to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
And they will take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Mariota with a knee to the ground, and that should be it. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for San Francisco, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.